Good morning, good morning. How you doing this morning? So, what are we talking about today? Today, ah, today I've got I do a 30-day healthy living program, okay, and I'm doing so I've been doing the GPS to success, which talks about three things that you can do to help you with being healthier. So that's what it's really focused on. So today, if you're in my group and you're part of that program, then you are going to get me for a whole hour today when I'm going to be doing a mastermind. So last week I did it backwards actually. So it's GPS. And if you don't know what that is, it's because you're not in the 30 days to healthy living with me. So what's your problem? Get on board with me. Come on. So I did the S last week. This week, I think today I might do the P. So if you don't know what that is and you want to be involved and you want to be healthy over the next 30 days, then you better get in contact with me. Yeah, so message me privately and I'll tell you all about it. So it's really going to be really exciting today. So for those of you who are part of that program, yes, you've got me for a whole hour. And then tomorrow, I've got a girl coming on who's a naturopath, who's also a Bob Proctor consultant. And she's also doing the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And she's going to be telling us the do's and don'ts. I mean, I was talking to her yesterday and she was telling me all these things about proteins and what you should be mixing with what and all about insulin. And I was just like, oh my goodness, why am I hearing this for the first time? What it felt like for the first time. So whenever I say to people, you know how to be healthy, but there's other things that we don't know about. And she's going to tell us all about tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. But this morning for you, I want to talk about the laws of the universe. Okay. So this is a really good way of if you get stuck in a problem, how do I work? How do I use the laws to get out? And this is just a quick way of just stopping and going, okay, where am I? But you've got to do this yourself. So again, I can lead you to the water, but unless you do this with everything, then you're going to just get stuck in the same problem again. So the first one is the first law, the law of cause and effect. So you may not like to hear this, but you're the cause of everything that happens in your life. So we live in a world of effects. So everything that we can see outside. So yes, this Arbon container, me, the computer, everything has been a thought before that is now an effect. So I'm an effect. Yeah, my Arbon is an effect. This computer is an effect because it was previously a thought. Somebody thought of it and then they made it happen. So there was a cause. And it all, when we go the way back, unless it's green and natural, somebody thought of it. It was an idea that then you did something about. Okay? So when you're thinking of a problem, think about, am I in the effect? Am I messing around in the effect? Because if you are, you're just moving effects around. Go back to first cause and you be the first cause of everything and think, hang on, where did this all start? Can I change it now? Can I change it now with a different thought? If I have a different thought, will I have a different outcome? That's the first place to start. I mean, this one goes, the law of cause and effect just goes so, so deep. It's all to do with your imagination and how to do with your thoughts, because your thoughts will change your feelings, which will change your actions. But you have to go back to the cause and be the cause of the change. Stop messing around in the effects. The next law would be, I would say, let's link the law of vibration. Because if you're messing around in effects, now where is your vibration? So we're all energy beings, whether you believe that or not, it doesn't really matter. You know, theology and science, it all says the same. We're energy beings. We're light energy beings. That's just the way it is. You don't believe it, it doesn't really matter. You may not have to believe that the sun rises in the sky every day and it just carries on and does it. Yeah? So it doesn't need you to believe in it or not, like the law of gravity. So you're an energy being. And what vibration are you in? So like there's millions of phones out there and it's all in a certain vibration, isn't it? Everybody. So if I wanted to get hold of you, I need your number. So I need your frequency. Yeah? I need your wavelength, whichever word you want to use. So what What vibration are you on? Think of the vibration. You've got a vibration of a problem and you've got a vibration of a solution. Okay? So where are you coming from? Are you coming from your problem? And if you are and you stay there, you're never going to get out of that problem. You're never going to get out of it. You've got to rise your vibration. Now, how do you do that? And that's by thinking better thoughts. Instead of thinking problem, 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 and making statements, I've not got this, I've not got that, I've not got the other, I've not got enough time, you start to then have new statements that will go, I want to be happier. I want to have more peace. I want to have more joy. And start to think those thoughts. If you can't think, I am happy, you can at least think, I bet you want to be more happy. I want more happiness. How can this get better? Ask yourself questions like that, or statements that will lead you forward rather than it's just this way, because that's a statement and that keeps you there. So the next law might be the law of polarity. So the law of polarity is like, well, there's a right and a left, there's an up and a down, there's a good and a bad, there's a negative and a positive. That's just the way it is. Gotta get over it. You cannot not have something without the other. That's just the way it is. So if you're in a relationship, you accept the good with the bad, and that's just your perception. Well, that's the law of relativity, whatever you think anyway. So if you can just find yourself the balance in the middle and just accept everything and say it is what it is, it'll stop you from swinging from high to low and high to low and high to low. Yeah? It is what it is. Find the middle ground. And that's where I said the law of relativity. So say you have a problem and you're thinking it's a big problem. Well, that means you're coming from underneath it. Why not come from above it and be bigger than the problem and look down on it? Make the problem look small. Make the person look small. Make the circumstance look small. Yeah, change your perception about it. So if you need whether you need £1 or whether you need £1,000,000, make £1,000,000 look small. In fact, Peggy McCall has a book like that, Make £1,000,000 Look Small. Yeah? What else have we got here? The law of rhythm. So things like the tide goes in and out. Our heart beats up and down. We breathe in and out. There's a rhythm to everything. Now, your rhythm might be erratic, but be aware of that. Just be aware of it, because that could be the law of polarity where you're swinging high and low and high and low. Yeah? And so there's a rhythm, and if you go really high, you're going to come down. Here's the thing, like, you've gone on holiday and you're like, whoa, it's brilliant, 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 life's really good. And then you come home and you go to work, poof, and it goes down. Okay, so we don't want those swings, highs and lows. So what we want is just to feel lighter and brighter. Okay, so just recognize the law of rhythm. Stop banging against it. If you're exhausted, you're exhausted. Give yourself a break. Sometimes you're full of energy, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't. That's the secret of just not beating yourself up for not being at your best every day. But your best today may not be your best as yesterday, but it could be better than tomorrow. Just accept where you are. That's the whole thing. When you look at the laws and you start to look at your life and you just go, let me just step back and just go, could today just be one of those days? Now, don't let it happen too often, because there's also paradigms in there. Remember that. So the paradigm will literally keep you locked in and go, well, that's okay. I'll just self-sabotage today and I won't be doing anything, etc., etc., etc. So be wary of that. And that's the thing, you see, that whenever you study thinking into results with Bob Proctor, is it teaches you what's your paradigm and what's your intuition. You really start to hear things that you didn't hear before. It's totally, totally amazing. The law of transmutation of energy. Now this is really good because things are moving in and out of form. That's just it. Yeah? We come into this earth, we go out of this earth. Yeah? There's winter, there's the seasons. Like, can you imagine the trees, in the winter, and they've lost all their leaves, and you look at them and go, oh my God, the trees have lost all their leaves. What am I supposed to do? Oh my God. No, you don't. You go, it's the seasons. The leaves come into form and out of form. So that's what things will happen in your life as well. Nothing's permanent. Everything is changing. Get over it. It just is. When you can stop fighting reality, oh my goodness, that's the peace of mind. And the last one, the law of gestation. So that's where things take time to grow, guys. That's just it. Like, if you got pregnant, you wouldn't be going, right, I'm pregnant, where's the baby? That's it, where's the baby? No, you know that there's a period where that baby needs to grow and the mother needs to be the best that she can. Just like the soil of a plant. You plant a seed and you're the soil. You look after the soil and the seed grows. It's got everything in it to grow. Like we talk about the acorn. The acorn has everything in it to grow into an oak tree. You can't see it then, can you? I mean, it's like amazing. This acorn grows into an oak tree, but it's got all the information in it to do it. And you're the soil. And all you have to do is keep the soil healthy, happy, joyful, full of energy. You can do that, can't you? You don't have to make anything grow. It is done for you. You be the soil and you will help it to grow. So there you go. 7 laws of the universe. Just take a step back and work your way through them and go, which one am I going up against? Probably all of them. Yeah, but when you learn to accept them all and accept that that's just the way it is, like you would never go, right, well, I know the law of gravity is here, but I'm just going to not pay attention to it today because I want to jump off this building. And that's it. Well, it doesn't work, does it? So pay attention to those laws and yeah, you'll literally have a start of the piece anyway, but you've got to do it all the time with every problem. You can't just do it with one problem and not with another. Do it with the tiniest of problems. Start there, and then the bigger ones will look after themselves. They'll be easy. You've got to start with everything small first of all, and then everything else just works itself out. But the first place to be is at peace and at rest. In the Bible it says, the righteous will inherit the earth. Be right. You're right, but other people are right as well. And your right is being at peace and not fighting yourself and fighting the world. Okay, so listen, have an awesome day. And remember to catch up with me for if you want to do the 30 days to healthy living. Yeah, and if you want to do Bob's Paradigm Shift, everything's up there. I'm going to put it all just in one link. Yeah, because there's loads of things that I'm doing. So you want to find out what I'm doing, just click on that link up there and see which one you want to be part of. Yeah, let's do this journey together, whatever journey it is, whether it's a massive, massive journey or whether it's a tiny, tiny journey, it doesn't matter. Just come on the journey with me and then we'll be, well, anybody who's on the journey with me, I never let you go. We have too much fun. So stay with me and have an awesome day.